Okay, so hopefully that sounds better with a external mic. Audio Technia, whatever it's called. ATR 63 something or another. There's Grand Central Station today. I ended up, there's a place locally called Parts Express. It's some audio parts store. It has an online store and a storefront. Go in there and get stuff. So I ended up going and buying this mic. It was like 20 bucks, probably a little bit more than I should have spent if I'm going to upgrade to a better sound situation anyway, probably in the future. But it's got a little, I guess it's like a little amplifier dealy. It's got a little battery you put in, like a small little watch battery or garage door opener battery. And there was a splitter. I couldn't get it to work with the splitter. One's a speaker input and a microphone input, so it wasn't working for some reason, so I just took that out and plugged it directly, hardwired it or direct wired it into the 3.5 inch connector, and it worked fine. So hopefully I said it sounds better than just an open mic, of course, but it's a full face helmet. I usually don't wear a full face helmet either. It's kind of hard to do video stuff with open face helmet to wind, but you know, it still gets a little wind in here, but wind noise and so forth. But Friday night traffic, small town Ohio. Heck, I guess it is 5 o'clock or something, isn't it? 5:45, yeah. Definitely. So, with all that stuff taken care of with the setup of this GoPro system, I guess once you get it up and running, it's pretty, you don't have to screw around with it very much, but for all the thousands of guys that are doing this, tricks of the trade per se. So saying in the last video, this weather sucks. It's gotten colder and I just hate it. No sun today, pretty much overcast the whole day. It's just a bummer. I'm sick of it. Hopefully tomorrow be back in the mid-70s and warm up. I think it's supposed to warm up next week a little bit before it gets that autumn chill. guess I should mention about the bike, the 48. Say I got about 4,300 miles on it. Bought it last September. I think the beginning of September last year. I ended up pretty much right away, a couple hundred miles. I ordered some of the Rush slip-ons, 1.5-inch baffles, and the black, and I ended up painting my heat shields some high-temp paint black. I just don't really like the chrome, but personal preference, I guess. I ended up took the fender off for a while. I got it back on now, the front fender, but had it off for a couple months and got caught in a couple little rain showers, and that, as everybody knows, that kind of sucks. Water splashes up on your face. And so I put the front fender back on. I'd probably take it off. I just can't figure out how I like it on and off, whatever, which way's better for me. It's kind of weird. I put the stock air filter back on, or air box. I still have the DK Customs K&N filter. I've been, running kind of lean. They get a little. It's probably got a little pinging on the high RPM. I get on it. So I switched back, and I'm running the XIEDs, Night Rider, I guess. Night Rider XIEDs, the non-adjustable. What the hell's going on here? The non-adjustable type, and that seems to help. That's all I have for management, fuel management, but probably better off get something a little bit better. But it's kind of why I put the stock airbox back on. Seems to run just as well. Like the pipes are real restricted, as everybody knows, so the pipes help out a lot, or at least as the slip-ons in general. But see what else I did that, and I put on the that's what the hell's going on. I'm gonna turn around myself, I think. Road King shocks, and then use some little drop brackets, lowering blocks from DK Customs as well. They'll bring it back down to like stock ride height with the stock shocks. Helps out a lot with the ride, as everybody knows, with Sportsters in general. The 48, I guess the Iron too, rides like poop. Does do better. I don't have any air in them. I'm just running them with oil with my weight, so I haven't went too up per se, so it hasn't been a big deal. But so yeah, that's about it. I just did it recently. I bought a used old Iron, I guess it was like off of 2010 Iron 883 black denim tank. Put that on for a while. I was complaining to everybody about the fuel range with the two. What the heck is it? 2.1 gallon peanut tank compared to the 3.3, I believe, for the Iron, and it's like I get extra what, 30 miles, 35 miles, 30 miles, but so I put the tank back on recently. I guess it is about the look with the 48, but do a little turn here. What the hell is that? Motorcycle seat. I don't know what the heck's going on back there. That's construction, I think. Maybe their road's closed, so I'm not going that way. Oh, there's the threat, people. There is the threat. Threat of somebody making a freaking U-turn and you're hauling ass down the road. and it'd be a bad way to have end your Friday evening or begin your Friday evening. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. The tank thing has been an issue. I know the guys that have the Sportster 72s, the same tank, and I know some of the vloggers, MotoVloggers have changed out their stuff, or put bigger tanks on and so forth. But I guess it does take away the look of the machine. I know that the 72 for that reason, for 72, more of a chopper type style bike, old 70s type look. This is more of the bobber, old school look, which I love. So I don't know, it does look better, I think, with the smaller peanut tank. I guess another thing with that denim tank is just didn't match out with you know, with the regular vivid black kind of fender, and of course the side, the oil tank and side battery cover, whatever, it's the excess covers. It just, excuse me, it's not a big deal. Those little things, I mean, I don't know. I said I just bought it a couple weeks ago, a month ago. I could always sell it. It's a big deal. I either sell or keep it and switch it out when I need to. I don't always say when I don't go on these long rides anyway. I mean, like a lot of guys tool around. I just, you know, go out, do 35, 40 mile rides and fill up all the time. That is the pain in the ass about it. It's filling up all the time. Not commuting with it, like I said, not going to work with it. So I guess the only time it kind of bit me in the ass was we did my buddy and I, a couple of my buddies, ride, did a charity ride last month for a sheriff that got killed, I think a few years ago. Got killed, shot in the line of duty, and so every year they got this big Officer Dooley's his name, a big ride. So I was down at one of the Kings Island, Harley Davidson, which is down kind of near Cincinnati, not too far from here, but and it was a long ride. It was it was one of the longest charity rides I've done, so it stretched out pretty much filled it up before we got there, before we started, and then I coming back, and my fuel light came on. I knew, you know, 25 miles or so before I ran out, but I was on fumes. I didn't want to run out on the ride, of course. Don't do it. Don't do it. So that was the only time that I was like, geez, I mean, what are you going to do? You know, I didn't know how far we were going to go either, so it's kind of one of those unknown things. Now that would have been nice to have the iron tank on there. That would have gave me enough room, that enough capacity. It wouldn't have been an issue at all. So I don't know. So that's the story. Oh, I guess too, I forgot. I have a Springer seat. What's that? Mother's Road Customs, I believe. They're on eBay, and bought it off eBay. Good seats, leather seat with Springer, you know, the springs instead of just the rigid mounting. So I had actually, I took that. I mean, I had the stock seat on right now. It's not too bad. Actually, it feels not too bad for my small butt, but. Even with the shocks, it helps too. With the stock shocks, it was terrible, but I mean, with the better shocks, it's livable. So that's a freaking 5-minute swap out. That everybody knows. Change the seats, I could do it. My eyes closed, so I just you sit up a little higher. About 5'11", I guess. I mean, it's sit down lower with this with the stock seat, so it kind of feels better for me. With the Springer seat, you know, the extra little cushion, you know, you get the little extra suspension per se with the springs on your butt, but I don't know. So I guess you could say I kind of go back and forth with stuff. Can't keep happy with status quo, which is kind of fun. You can just change things around, personal feeling, but that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I think in this bike, I'm not really doing anything radical. I said I wanted to probably get a little something a little more, a cruiser too. Keep this probably and get something a little bit bigger where I can go on longer rides. It's not really a necessity per se, but to go on longer rides, it's not like I'm always with a group of guys that we go take these road trips. That's not the case at all. My buddy doesn't have my buddy's got a Yamaha Striker, so it's like a, what is that, Harley Breakout, I think is kind of what it's equivalent to. So that's, you know, that's not a tourer by any means. He could actually do better, of course, than this with range and stuff, and throw on some bags and stuff. But yeah, it's just, as I said, I just keep this kind of way it is, and then I don't know, how about getting a Softail Deluxe, or maybe even a Road King. I like the Road Kings too. I don't know. My wife's not too happy about that either. Trying to think about getting another bike. She's not. So I don't know. It's gonna be a while. Let's enjoy this thing. Ride the heck out of it. Been riding the heck out of it. It's enjoyable. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So anyway, I'm almost home again. I had a quick loop. I want to do a longer loop, but I kind of wanted to say test this thing out too. I don't know how it's even doing. So I go back and plug it in and download the video. Hopefully it's coming out alright. It kind of sucks when you have to test it inside your house and then come out and ride and you don't know what you got. But anyway, guys, thanks. Video number 2 anyways in the books. See ya.